Well, I had to take my primary Monster computer into the tech due to some issues I had that I did wrong on it. So he's having to fix my mistakes. I've got this back to where I've got the printer. This is how my desk is going to stay. And then I'll have two computers over there. I'll clean that up tomorrow or later today. Well, I've got to get the other computer back, and I'll be installing it over there on that table. I prefer to not have my desk overcrowded. I just clean the mouse poop off of it and clean the dust off of it, and enjoy having a somewhat organized desk. Not that you could tell it looking at it right now. You ever notice how when the more things change, the more they stay the same? I was over to my tech guy's house handing off the computer, and we got talking about COVID, and he was saying, well, I've heard there's 33 active cases in Murray County right now, and there are. On my radio show here in a little bit, I'm going to be explaining to some local listeners, quit being stupid. The folks that have gotten and the Delta variant is in Murray County. I'm going to have to be really careful. I have to take my wife to her doctor this coming Tuesday. She's got a hard place growing out on her belly where they operated on her. And I'm thinking it's probably a tumor growing back. I hope it's benign. So if you're the praying kind, please pray that it is, that she doesn't have a cancer again. When I was talking to my tech guy, Neil, he said his brother's back on chemo. He's been fighting cancer for 19 years. And they told him it's inoperable, and this time it's terminal. We're all terminal. We all die. We really do. It's just a matter of when. I will give this breakdown on the radio show. In the city of Ada, we've got 39 active cases. 67 people in Ada, Oklahoma, and Pontotoc County have died. Ardmore, Oklahoma, to the south of me, there's 139 active cases in Ardmore right now. They're having to ship people down to Texas from Murray County anyway. There's no available rooms for COVID patients. And there's been 90 people die in Ardmore from COVID-19. In Davis, 10 people currently have COVID-19, the Delta variant, and we've had 16 people in Davis die from the disease. They pretty much were all in a nursing home. And in Daugherty, my hometown, they've got one active case, and nobody in Daugherty has died of it. In Sulphur, they've got 22 active cases, and 26 people have died of it. There is so much misinformation out there about COVID and about what vaccine's the best. If I were going to speculate on a vaccine, and I am not going to take the jab, I'm not going to. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. You've got to understand that. I'm just an anti-vaxxer for me. My own doctor told me to my face, if I got vaccinated, most likely I wouldn't survive the vaccine and not to get it. And I told her I was doing ivermectin, doing quinine, and doing zinc, and I'm thinking later today I'm going to have Linda dose up again, and I'm going to dose up again. It's not been quite a month, but there's nothing, you can't OD on the stuff. Oh, hang on. It'd be me. Yes. It's because I'm drinking all the time. I drink copious amounts of water. But even sometimes when I'm not, I have to urinate frequently. But yeah, I can come in and do that. When does she want me to? I have to be in Ada on this coming Tuesday to take my wife to her doctor appointment, so I'll come in and give a sample. She leaves when? I'll try to get in before then. I can do it on the weekend, can't I? I will try to do it tomorrow afternoon, and I can't do it tomorrow morning. Okay. Okay, thank you. Bye. Well, speaking, that was my doctor's office. She's typing me up a letter to get me out of jury duty. I've got too many things wrong with me, including having to go pee like every 20 minutes, at least, at the very least, once, twice an hour. And I drink a lot of water and I drink coffee, but the bottom line on all that is my wife probably is going to end up having to go back on chemo. I hope not. I hope and pray not with everything I got to hope and pray with. But if she does, we'll deal with it. But she's got grandchildren she's raising, and she just does not. And plus, if I lost her, you don't want to know what I would end up doing, and I don't want to think about it. And it's not a threat against God. You can't threaten God, but I'm not a nice guy in the natural. I'm just not. And you use your imagination what would take place. But I don't think God's going to take her from me. I always figured I'd die before she did, and I'm a 5-time cancer survivor. I thought I would. I honestly thought that I would die before her. I never suspected she'd have stage 4 cancer. Well, anyway, the numbers on COVID are going up, folks. But what I was going to say before I got the phone call, from every bit of research I've done, the worst vaccine to take is the Pfizer, and the best one, well, the worst one's a toss-up between Johnson & Johnson and Pfizer, but the best one is the Moderna. There are case studies where the Pfizer vaccine has actually altered people's red blood cells. And one of the things that happens is that some folks produce too much blood after they take the vaccine. And I'm not a medical doctor, that's just stuff I've read. But I've got to get off of here and get on with the show. Mom, John, I love you. I hope you're doing well. Michael, Paul, I love you. I hope you're doing well. Chris in Florida, buddy, I hope you're doing well. And yes, I do remember the incident in Texoma, at Lake Texoma. And private discussion between my friend Chris and I. And Monty Jones, I sincerely hope life is treating you well, Bubba. You're about the honoriest guy I know, but you're one of my favorite people in the world, Monty. Folks, I got to get off of here. I've got to take care of business, and like the sign says right there, be kind. Bye.